Our next topic is aminoglycoside. This drug used primarily to treat the infection caused by aerobic gram-negative bacteria. These are bactericidal inhibitor of a protein synthesis. Characteristics of aminoglycoside. Formulation are sulfate or HCl salts. Formulations are water-soluble and stable. Highly polar basic drug. Ionized during dissolution. Penetrate through the brain-blood barrier. Bactericidal in nature. More active in alkaline pH, mainly gram-negative. It available natural and semi-synthetically. Next is a chemistry of aminoglycoside containing a structure having three structures which are bind together. First is a amino sugar, second 2-deoxystreptamine, and next is a amino group. Next are the availability of aminoglycosides. Firstly, which are applied in a body by systemic or topical. So the systemics are streptomycin, gentamicin, kanamycin, amikacin, and topically neomycin and framycin. Next is a pharmacokinetic, highly polar basic drug administered parenterally or locally, poorly distributed and poorly protein bound, do not undergo any significant metabolism. Nearly all aminoglycosides are administered IV dose, excreted unchanged in urine. Dose adjustment is needed in renal insufficiency. Main channel of excretion is a glomerular filtration. T-half is a 2 to 4 hours. Next is a post-antibiotic effect. It exhibits concentration-dependent killing which increases the concentration. This possesses the significance of post-antibiotic effect by continued suppression of bacterial growth and for several hours after that fall in minimum inhibitory concentration. Next is a mechanism of action of aminoglycosides. The transport of aminoglycoside through the cell wall cytoplasmic membrane. It binds to ribosome, resulting in inhibition of protein synthesis. Also bind in ribosome, it binds to the 30S ribosome subunit and interfere in initiation complex. It induces the misreading of genetic code on mRNA, breakup of polysomes into the monosomes. They also combine anionic membrane group and damage the bacterial cell membranes and block the energy production of a Krebs cycle. So here is the ribosome. This is the 50S and this is the 30S ribosome, which is made up of two subunit, 50S and 30S subunit. So here is the interfering initiation of the complex. Here's when it attached to the AA and attached to the AA. When the next one is attached for the initiation in a 30S, which is a glycoside which produces the chain and form a mRNA. So in this mRNA, this is the mRNA is a X, which is bind again next to and make a straight chain and form a protein synthesis. Here's the aminoglycosides add in a 30S and the aminoglycosides add in an initiation state of 30S and inhibit the protein synthesis by blocking the 30S which bind to the 50S subunit. Next is the uses of aminoglycosides. It used in pneumonia, tuberculosis, plague B, brucellosis, infection of conjunctiva or external ear. Also used for gram-negative bacillary infection. Next is a toxicity. It has a ototoxicity in this vestibular damage and ocular damage. Next, nephrotoxicity and neuromuscular blockage. Next is the precautions for administration of aminoglycoside. So, or contraindication. The contraindicate in pregnancy, fetal causes ototoxicity, elder patients, those with the kidney patients. Do not mix with any other drugs in a same syringe, which go contraindication. Next is a resistance, synthesis of metabolizing enzymes by three ways. First is acetyltransferase by acetylation, phosphotransferase by phosphorylation, and adenyl transferase by adenylation. Mutation may alter the ribosome binding site for the aminoglycoside and prevent the binding of 30S and causes the to stop the synthesis of protein. Next is a cross resistance is observed. So in this first we see the streptomycin. Source is a Streptomyces griseus, narrow spectrum for gram-negative, bactericidal at high dose, bacteriostatic at a low dose, resistance develop fast. Next is a pharmacokinetic for the streptomycin. Absorbed from the injection site in a muscles is a rapid, distributed extracellularly. Volume of distribution is 0.3 L per kg. It is not metabolized and excreted unchanged in urine. T-half is a 2 to 4 hours. Mechanism of action same as per the aminoglycoside, bind with the 30S ribosome subunit and inhibit the protein synthesis. Structure is made up of basically three structural units. First is a streptidine diagonal compound, second streptose which is a aldose sugar, and third is a N-methyl L-glucosamine. Next is a adverse drug reaction or adverse drug effect for the streptomycin is a nephrotoxicity, hypersensitivity, pain at injection site, vestibular disturbance and auditory disturbance. It contraindicates in pregnancy. Uses for the tuberculosis, plague, rapidly cure in 7 to 12 days, and for tularemia 7 to 10 days. Next drug is a gentamicin. Source is a microsome Spora purpurea. It is a broad spectrum, most commonly used. Synergism with a beta-lactamase. Activity decreases in the presence of pus. T-half is a 2 to 4 hours, more potent and more nephrotoxic. Not effective against the M. tuberculosis and streptomycin pneumonia. Next is adverse drug effect. Allergic response, neuromuscular problems, rash, hemolytic anemia, nerve damage. Uses of gentamicin, gram-negative bacillary infection, pelvic infection, pseudomonal infection, meningitis by gram-negative bacilli, topically used for the infection of the burns, wound, skin lesions. Next drug is kanamycin. Source is a S-kanamycetium, similar to streptomycin, more toxic to chorea and kidney. Dose is a 0.5 gram. So last one drug is a neomycin, which is used topically, active against the gram-negative and gram-positive cocci. Source is a S-pradea, toxic for parenteral use, and it is used for infection of skin, eye or externally. Next, adverse drug reaction is a rashes, orally damage the intestinal villi, and prolonged treatment causes the malabsorption and diarrhea. So here's the aminoglycoside point is completed. So we stop here.